just outside of Buffalo, New York. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note, just 2 wins on the year, hoping to make it 3 by the end of this one. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Fields. Underneath to Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And a third down and 6 to go. This defense for the Bills, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
Now it's Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses who have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Bills had 11 and 5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Shakir hauls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Allen to throw once more. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And with that touchdown pass, he's going to draw level with a Hall of Famer Peyton Manning for most touchdown passes in a single season, with that being number 55 for him on the year. Shifts by him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jermaine Johnson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Jermaine Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Able to push his way through. A 46-yard boot, but just 36, following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Jets defense, and they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Just down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start with the option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fields now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. T.J. Sanders brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Fields. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Allen here on the screen. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the Jets first down.
Off play action, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Completes to Shakir once again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Open man is Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does in the best.
And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of you.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
That caught up to him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's the big one, by the way. Touchdown pass number 56 for him on the year. That breaks Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 55 back in 2013. Congratulations. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it is now 21. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able... Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
brings up second
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To the air. Allen. That's complete. Right around the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New York.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Allen is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Now Fields. This is caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's knocked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
Set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Cook again. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the microphone.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Will McDonald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 27 yards. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, Fields. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Fields. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The home team's offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, what a move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the option right is Fields. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Back to throw, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boye Mafe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into the blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All right.
The game, Charles, I think you maybe
we get to the parking lot to go to the game.
Because this is almost like
Gabby's like, I'm tired. I want to skip the game.
Might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
But I'd rather her tell us that than have a meltdown.
Possession is 9/10 of winning the game.
I'm like, okay, I'll take you back home.
The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
What do you do, though? I mean, it's like, what do you do in that situation like that?
It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
DJ Chark, incomplete. Maxwell Erston on the coverage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
New York.
Here's Allen. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Fields now to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
How?
Reynolds, 26 yards. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that we enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender find
Buffalo
this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't.
Really? Really going to drop that pass?
Crossing route, 4th down now.
You're going to drop a simple crossing route.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I wonder why I don't throw to you.
The 28.
Or I should say I'm coach right here. Wonder why Josh Allen doesn't throw to you.
And the Jets will take over. The New York set to take
I'm protecting Josh Allen. I got a bubble wrap right now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Last game of the season.
He lost
I got him.
there.
Oh.
That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
He's not going anywhere. I'll make a little bit of noise. All right, though.
Operating from the gun. Fields.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? That was actually kind of funny.
Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
But he's got no receivers. My corners are better. And now I'm just going to have a guy keep an eye on Fields, make sure he stays in the pocket. Ooh! Caught it? Nope. Oh, they're going for it? Holy crap, they're going for it.
Expect to see a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down.
Somebody watch Fields. Make sure he doesn't run for a first down. Make sure he doesn't run for a first down. Thank you.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Oh, it's quarterback? The Fields? It's Fields. Wow. Okay, let's go single back. Just move the ball. That's it.
Here's 1st and 10.
Love a guy, just move the ball. I don't want to throw the ball if I don't have to. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do this.
That's back. 23-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter.
How are your
the game, but they're winning in the fourth
quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be
3rd and 10.
Okay. Their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in with a big play.
2 minute, yeah.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
No, I can get you a drink. You gotta tell me what you want, though.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter will set up to throw it.
That's a nice pass. I knew he wasn't going to get much after that, but okay.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good.
Well, 42 points were off from Josh Allen. That's why I got a different quarterback in now. I'm like, no. Yeah. Josh Allen was 22 for 26, 285, and 5 touchdowns. I'm like, this is the last game before the playoffs. You go sit down. Don't hurt yourself. We need you in the playoffs.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Well, I'm 3rd seed in the AFC, so I don't know how good I'm going to be able to get a Super Bowl run, but I want to improve my chances.
We're in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on.
So, okay, who's the quarterback now? Fields? I don't think it's Fields no more. Oh, it's still Fields. Oh, they just ran. They're surrendering. That's a surrender run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
If this is a run, they're surrendering.
One play action. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He caught it.
Almost to the 30 before being taken down.
Okay.
36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, okay. That's a gang that piled up on him after that. Okay, we're going to go 4 quarters. I wanted to throw this ball deep.
Looking to throw. Fields. They're winding up getting just a yard out of it.
This is over.
Full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want.
No timeouts used.
Cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Game over. AFC East won. 12 and 5. That's respectable.
This was
No, I wanted to finish that game too.
And they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Buffalo, they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.